What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have an exciting video. It is horn related, as you can tell by the title, and I guess neighbor related, because one of them came up to me asking me what I was doing, what it's for, and I was like, it's just a project I'm working on. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, right here, that big horn right there, which by the way was my nickname in high school. Actually, it was Little Horn, but
hello darkness, my old friend.
okay, anyways, what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing some wiring on this horn. And by the way, you probably wondering, wiring, isn't it just air? Well, if you don't know already, this horn is electric motor driven. So it's an electric air piston that runs it. So let me show you. So this motor right here, I've kind of explained this. Sorry if this is repetitive, but some people probably haven't seen my horn videos. So if you're new, this is what I'm talking about. This is the motor that runs that big horn that's right there. I'll show you here in a second. This horn is a 440 volt, 3-phase motor. So that's not very common. You can't just get that off any house. You can get 3-phase, but it's expensive. And what's the point of having that if it's not portable? That motor goes over here because our main piece of the puzzle should be here any second now, and that main piece is a phase converter. How it works: that motor butts up against this. Okay, it's got a gear on the end of it. That gear meshes with this. That spins this shaft here at around 5,500 RPMs. I did the conversion with the gearing and the motor RPM, and it's right around 5,500. So when that's turning, that's pushing that piston up and down at a super high rate, and that's forcing air, which is where the horn hooks to. It's forcing air through that horn, which produces that super loud, deep tone that you hear on a lot of big cruise ships, aircraft carriers, big freighters, and all that stuff. So that's our goal. Our goal is to get that motor working correctly. That is the goal. So here's the game plan for today's video, and I want you guys to know I'm not just delaying this. I'm not trying to drag this out. We are waiting on parts. That has been the problem for the last week or two. So here's what we got to do. So here's what we got. Here's the wiring we got. It's currently wired for high voltage. So being that it's, here, let me set this up somewhere. Here's what we got to do, guys. We got to rewire this for low voltage because it's currently wired for high voltage. So the reason how we tell is how it's currently wired, and these haven't been touched in I don't know how many years, but it's currently wired for high voltage. We can tell that by the wire numbers. So this is wire 7, that's connected to wire 4. It's 5 to 8, and then 6 to 9. That tells us it's wired for high voltage, 440 volts. What we got to do now is we got to rewire it to low voltage. And the way to do that is we're going to be taking wire 1 and we're going to be hooking it to wire 7, and then that's going to have a line coming off. We're going to hook line 2 to 8. That'll have its own line also. We're going to hook 3 to 9 with its own line. And then 4, 5, and 6 will be all on one, and they'll just have a wire nut that'll just be holding them all 3 together. It's not these 3, but they'll be all tied together with no line coming off. They'll just kind of be pushed out of the way, okay? So that's how to wire it down to 220. That's what we want. So most generators are, well, bigger generators have a 220 option or a 240 option. That's what we need, okay? So we're gonna walk on over to my parents' house here in a second and show you what we got going on that. Well, the previous video has not got 5,000 likes yet. I think you guys can still do it. It's at like 1,000, so that's pretty good. But we're a little short, so go ahead and give that video a like so we can make it happen. But here's what we got. Here's the generator. We had this one for the Hurricane Michael. 6,000 running watts. I think that should be plenty. We'll only be running one thing off this thing. It's that motor. So, and the motor I think runs at the very most 19 amps. And this is a 30 amp 240 right there. So we're going to be getting that plug I believe it's a 14-30. All right, we're back at my house, which is literally 20 steps away. So here is what we need. Those right there. Okay, so that piece right here that's on this part actually goes on the other piece, the crankcase. So those little wing nuts I'll pull off. And these are the silencer, the tuning rings that go in between here, which I'm going to put both of them back on. And then of course that's going to mount to the crankcase. Alright guys, we got the top piece right here. It's like one of those, I don't know what exactly this is. It's like, kind of acts as like the diaphragm. That piece is going to go on top, the smaller piece. And the bigger side hooks to the horn. The motor sits right here. The horn itself is ready to be mounted now, which is, that's actually not that heavy, that piece. It's like a cast aluminum or something like that. It's pretty light, and the crankcase is pretty light too, I guess. This whole setup here is probably 80 pounds. The horn itself is probably 70, 60 or 70, probably, yeah, somewhere around there. So, yeah, I would say all in all, I think it's probably about 350, 380 probably. Front two pieces of the horn. These two are actually threaded, those two bolts right there. The back is not threaded. We gotta use. Oh, is that it? That might be it right there. There we go. Alright, sweet, got both of those in. I have an idea. Ooh, that was heavy. You want to go ahead and knock that out, at least get that bolted down, do a little bit of wiring on that motor, and then call it a night, and probably go play some Xbox. I've been streaming on Twitch over the past week and a half or so, mostly with Street Speed 717. Been playing Modern Warfare, so come hang out with us. Twitch TV /Bertrand850, or Twitch TV /Street Speed 717. So look what's here. All right, here we go. Here's what we got. All right, guys. So here she is. It's a phase A-matic, they call it. Kind of already went over what it does, and we're about to head out to Home Depot to grab some wiring and grab some. I gotta find a junction box and like a cutoff. All right, so we're heading out to Home Depot now, and I'm gonna grab all that stuff, and I will see you guys right back here. We're gonna start wiring. All right, guys, we are just leaving Home Depot, getting Chick-fil-A actually right there, Chick-fil-A. We got everything. We got wire nuts here, we got ring terminals, we got 14 to 30 NEMA 30 amp plug for the generator connection, and the only thing we're really missing, well, we also got the 10 gauge wire, got about 40 foot, well, 10 foot sections of each, and the only thing we're missing right now is the electric motor start switch, the magnetic switch. They did not have anything here at Home Depot, which is unfortunate. So I'm gonna order that. But we're gonna go ahead and get home and do a lot of this wiring, knock most of it out. So then all we have to do is wire in that switch tomorrow or the next day. So I will see you guys back at the house. All right, guys, we got this plug wired. All right, guys, we're about to head out to Home Depot again. I gotta get more wiring. I gotta get I wanna use like a hot tub breaker. We're gonna give it a shot. Probably not the horn right now because it's about to get dark. But obviously, the next video you guys see, it's gonna be awesome. I promise you that. My only concern right now is this phase converter is not gonna let the motor rev up to the RPM it needs to go to, because it takes like a third out, the power. You lose like a third of the power. I don't know if you're gonna lose a third of the RPMs or not. We're gonna give it a shot. Either way, I'm gonna make it work. I may have just ordered another horn. So you guys, trust me, I'm making this work, I promise you. Be on the lookout for the next video. I am super excited. This is gonna be an insane video. I cannot wait to make it. And yeah, I know you guys have been waiting a while, so I do apologize. But that is gonna do it for this video. Please give this video a like if you're excited for this horn to come back to life. And I may have bought an even bigger horn, maybe not, we'll see. I did. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.